We are live. We're live. Let me just make sure you can hear me okay. I've got my glasses on today because I've got my contact lenses. So there you go. Today we're talking about self-confidence and self-belief, which I think is such an important tool when it comes to everything that you're doing, really. No matter what it is in life that you are doing, a
We
bit
are
of
live. We're
self-belief is really
live.
going to
Let me
help
just
you out
make
on
sure you
there.
can hear me okay.
There we go. Just making sure that's good. There we go. That's all good. Let me know where you are watching from, and let me know kind of where you're at with everything. We're going to do some magic today. We're going to do some visualization exercises, and we're also going to give you some hacks, some tips, some tricks that are going to really help you with your self-belief. Now, self-belief is one of those things that, you know, all throughout our life, these things happen to us, which can kind of knock us off guard a little bit. And those are the things that kind of hold you back a little bit. New today. Okay. Oh, absolutely. Welcome. Welcome new today. Those things can kind of knock you off guard a little bit. Your self-belief, your self-image, how you look at yourself is going to determine India. You've got to be the furthest person away. Let me know where you're watching from as well. Self-belief is so important because if you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to start that task. You're not going to do that thing that you want to do. And even if you do start it, your momentum's not going to be great. You're going to start part of it and then you're going to stop because you don't believe you've got the resources to keep going. That's why it's really important. There's a few things that I found that have helped me, and there's some science behind it as well, which works. Oh, no, thank you for joining you today. There's some stuff that works, but again, this is science-backed stuff, not too woo-woo. But again, some of it is kind of really helpful. And part of it works on kind of the physiology as well. So by changing your physicality, by changing your body language, it's going to have an impact on how your mind thinks that you're processing that information. A great tip, and again, this is not the tips we're doing today, but a great tip is if you're nervous for something, then a great way of overcoming those nerves is to chew gum. Because psychologically, your brain kind of goes, we're chewing, we're eating, so we must be safe. There's no fight or flight response going on there. So do check that on as well. So there we go. Vitin, he says, what? So hopefully you are well. So let's get into it. The first kind of tip or trick that's going to really help you is power poses. Now, if I'm doing a show, if I've got a talk, a seminar, or something I've got to do, I got into talking from being a person with a massive fear of public speaking. Using some of these tips, that's really helped me kind of now. I speak all over the world. I do shows all over the world. I still kind of have those feelings of stress maybe before I go on stage, but that's what gives me my energy, my excitement to get up on stage. Power poses can really help with that. I'm going to give you 3 power poses. The fairly common ones. You might feel a bit daft doing them at first, but the first one, I'll step back a little bit so you can see what I'm kind of doing, I think, a little bit. The first one is you stand right back, shoulders out, shoulders back, hands on your hips. That's a real power pose. Imagine Superman. Feet shoulder width apart, hands on your hips, elbows out, and really kind of stick that chest out. That's a Superman pose or a Wonder Woman pose. By doing this, you're changing your physicality and your brain kind of goes, this is a power move. It's a really great one for that. And it's great for kind of getting the blood circulating, but most importantly, it tricks the brain into kind of giving you're taking up more space. And because you're taking up more space and your body language is open, psychologically, your brain kind of goes, everything is good here. We are safe. And it gives you that belief. You feel good about yourself. It releases the right chemicals in your brain. It's really going to help you kind of do that as well. So just think about it. Just before you're about to go into a meeting, again, hands on hips, shoulders back, chest out, feet shoulder width apart, a real good sing Welcome to the Jungle. maybe not today, but maybe not ever. So that power pose really does help you as well. Another great tip. I'm terrible for this. If you came into my office, you'd probably hate it, because I have a win wall. So all of my wins, big and small, are all plastered on my wall. The first time I ever got paid for a speaking gig, I've got $100 bill from that speaking gig. That's on my wall. Every time I've been in a newspaper article, that goes on my wall. And so unconsciously, I am getting those wins all the time. I have my win wall, all of my achievements, all the things that make me feel good about myself. They're all on that wall. It's a great way of reminding yourself. So when you do feel a little bit down, you can look at that. And even if you're not looking at it directly, it's in your unconscious, your peripheral vision, it's going in there unconsciously. You're learning and growing to love yourself and have that self-belief. So get yourself a win wall. This is different from a vision board. Vision board is about stuff that you want to see in your future and your goals. A win wall is about all of your achievements, all the things that make you feel good. Doesn't matter how big or how small they are. Keep adding to it. You do something that makes you feel good, add it to your win wall. You do something for somebody else, you do them a favor and it makes you feel good, then find something that represents that, add it to your win wall. The more stuff you can put on there, the better. And just have it, fill it up, make it all about you. That's so important. Yeah, do it. That's your win wall. Similar to the win wall is positive journaling. Now, we're all hearing at the moment about how good journaling is for our mental health and all of that. But positive journaling is a great way at the end of the day that you can kind of look back through that day and just pick out the things that, again, make you feel good. Very similar to the win wall, but this is journaling. Because by taking the action of writing it down, again, what you're doing is you're not just saying it out loud, you're putting some physicality behind it. And by writing it down, you're then programming it into your unconscious mind. So do that positive journaling. Write down the things that really kind of make you feel good of things that you've done throughout the day. And again, this really does help. And again, you can do it in like different kind of ways. You can write one thing that you're grateful for, one thing that you did really well today, and then one thing that you're really proud of. This just encourages you to do this and just do it for 5 minutes. You don't have to spend forever on it. Just spend 5 minutes. One thing that you're proud of, one thing that you did really well, and just get those written down. How Yorkshire's that? Get it written down, lad. Do those things, and that will program your mind about all the good things about you, which makes it so much easier. So that is a little bit of magic for you. Have you noticed I've got some sound effects? Just add into it. If I've got the glasses, you're going to get sound effects as well. Now, again, if you're enjoying this, then please do kind of get involved. You can, let me just pop this up here as well. You could join the mailing list to be kept up to date to all of these things. And again, you know, you can sign up for whatever it is you want, but you don't have to sign up for anything really. But please do subscribe if you're watching on YouTube or wherever it is that you're watching as well, where we'll bring you all sorts of stuff about mindset and hypnosis and generally feel good. But every Monday we are here to make you feel good about whatever it is that you are doing. So we say this is only a 20-minute show, so we want to kind of get into there. We'll give you those 3 hacks, the power poses, 3 great power poses that are going to really help you get in the right frame of mind to achieve whatever it is the day has in store for you. The win wall, great way of putting your wins as trophies on a wall so you can be reminded of them every single day. That way it's going in unconsciously. And your positive journaling, things that you're grateful for, things you've done really well, things that you're proud of. Do it for just 5 minutes. Again, by physically writing it down, you're going to be programming your mind. So you're going to have an unstoppable self-belief, which is exactly what we want. And when we talk about an unstoppable self-belief, what I want to do now is kind of really lock in those suggestions for you right now. So what I want you to do is sit back in your chair, do whatever it is you're doing. Please do not do this if you're currently operating heavy machinery or anything like that. But what I want you to do is just sit back, relax, close your eyes, and just let go. With your eyes closed, I want you to visualize everything that we've said. I want you to breathe easily, in through your nose, and then out through your mouth. And we're going to go in a journey of your imagination. Nothing strange or mysterious will happen, but in the next 10 minutes, we'll talk through various visualizations, techniques, in order to help you lock in these new learnings, to help you believe in yourself. Because when you have that self-belief, you can really achieve anything you set your mind to. Because self-belief will outperform talent, believe it or not. I know many people that are very gifted, very talented, but unfortunately their lack of self-belief stops them from taking action now. As you're sat there listening to the sound of my voice right now, do not listen to this whilst operating heavy machinery such as driving a car, but just relax, just let go. I want you to imagine yourself setting out on a journey. It may be a unfamiliar forest, a woods, a trees. You've got a destination in mind, a piece of clarity and confidence, a clearing as such. But to get to that clearing, the pathway is not going to be clearly marked. It is overgrown from neglect of years gone by. But you have an idea. I want you to stand there as you look at the trees right now in front of you, maybe with a sense of uncertainty, where every step feels a little bit like it's filled with shadows, a challenge. I want you to gather your thoughts, stand tall, plant your feet, and create that power pose that we talked about, in order to help you really know that you are focused and driven and able to take this journey right now. I want you to imagine in your pocket there is a compass. I want you to pull it out and look at that compass right now. Hold it firmly in your hand. Stand tall, feet shoulder width apart. And as you stand firm now, you look at that compass. That small act of taking control by taking action. You now realize that you have a clearer sense of direction. You know where you should be going. You may not see the full path, but you know the direction that you should be headed in. As you walk, you start kind of marking the trees along the way. And you do this to let you know that the journey that you are progressing on. You can take that small knife and carve markings on the trees as you go. A heart here, an arrow there. Symbols that symbolize the progress that you have made. Each marker also reminds you that you are moving forward. You come to a new area with trees that have not got markings. You know this is new ground. You're in the right direction. When the way feels uncertain, looking back, you can see a trail of all the places that you've been, the wins that you have had. At the end of each day on this journey, you can sit down by your campfire and such. Jot down what you've experienced. A moment of bravery from maybe crossing a stream or a ravine. A challenge. A decision that you made that saved you time. A glimpse of sunlight through a canopy. You can write down these things, these memories, these experiences that you have learned from. As you reflect on these small victories, it helps you realize that your journey isn't just about reaching the destination. It's about discovering who you are along the way. When you finally emerge from the forest, when you finally reach your clearing, your destination, you feel not just relief that you've arrived, but a sense of pride of everything that you overcame, the challenges that you met. You didn't just find the path, you made the path. You created it. It's a real sense of pride. The compass, the markers, and the journaling weren't just tools. They were reminders that everything you needed is already within you. And by taking control of that inner self, you can have a more pleasurable journey. Facing those challenges with a sense of self-belief, knowing that you can achieve them easily. And now what I want you to do is just enjoy yourself as you continue to float, to drift, to dream, allowing those suggestions to lock into your unconscious mind. Notice how good it feels that by taking control of your mind. You now control the things that used to cause you stress. Enjoying this wonderful moment of focus, of reflection inside, as you install everything you need to really grow and develop your sense of self-belief. Not only enjoying this process, but enjoying getting involved every Monday as we do these 20-minute live streams. And if you find something of value, then subscribe and share. In a moment, and I count from 1 all the way up to 3, and you can open your eyes feeling good. We'll just have a couple of minutes to chat. 3, 2, 1. Allowing that wonderful feeling to just relax. To allow your sense of self to come back to the room where you've been all along. Now, hopefully you have enjoyed this brief session where we talk about motivating you for the rest of the week. I want you to now go ahead with that week. Do whatever it is you need to do and really take control. Take control of your path. Take control of the tools you're going to use in order to help you have a fantastic week. And really, the only thing that can hold you back is you. You have all the tools you need, all the resources that you need in order to create that clearing or to find the path that you need to get to it. My name has been Grant Saunders. Like I say, there's a couple of links in the comment section if you'd like to join up to the email list where you can be kept up to date of all future streams, as well as all sorts of other bits and bobs that we have planned for you. And as we go into the festive season, we're still going to keep this on motivation, but we'll kind of go into kind of lots of stuff about ourself and the discovery of ourself, because that is the true path to success. When you can find your own inner peace, your own inner clearing. So that's it for me for this week. If you have any questions or if you're watching this on the catch-up, then please drop it in the comment section. And if you have any suggestions for topics for future shows, then I would love to hear your input. My name is Grant Saunders. I'm a professional hypnotist, speaker, trainer, and all sorts of other stuff as well. But for now, take care. Have an absolutely fantastic week, and I will see you next week.